Hey, it's your girl Drea, true personal cheerleader and encouragement coach. It is part 2 of my 3-part series, Surviving the Holidays. Now, my first tip in surviving the holidays was acknowledging and honoring your feelings. Acknowledge and honor how you will feel. Sit with it for a minute, but don't stay there. Don't wallow in it. So now you've done that. Here is part 2, or my second tip on surviving the holidays. Recognize the fantasy. So remember I mentioned in my first video that, we are bombarded with images of everything happy and bright and merrily and all the wonderful things. The husband acts right. The kids are angels. You have more than enough money in the bank. The businesses are thriving. Joy. It's all marshmallows and hot chocolate. But it's a fantasy, right? Like, this is movies, this is stories, this is not based on real life. Not to say that your life can't have some resemblance of it, but it's a fantasy. And so I want you to check your expectations. Are you comparing yourself, your life, your desires to that of a fantasy? And then are you dismissing your gifts that you have, the blessings that you do have, the things that you should be thankful for, the things that you should be grateful for right now in this moment? Because oftentimes we can compare, we can think about like, oh, I don't have this, or I don't have that, or lack, right? But I want you to ignore the fantasy and say, this is what I do have. This is what I am grateful for. And not to compare, because there's always going to be someone doing better than you, and there's always going to be someone doing worse than you, but you never know what they've gone through to get there. So ignore the fantasy. Have fun with it. Like I said, I enjoy a good holiday movie where she finds the love of her life in 3 days and they live happily ever after and their kids act wonderful and they have a white couch and there's never any stains. Like, I totally love that, but I know that's not really, right? Like, I'm not trying to rob you of watching those things, but I don't want you to compare your life to that. I want you to know that you have things to be grateful for. I want you to sit down, and if you have those thoughts of my life does not look like this, then I want you to sit down and say, what does my life look like? What do I have to be thankful for? Because right now in this world, we have so much to be grateful for. So much. So thank you for watching part 2 of my series, How to Survive the Holidays. And I look forward to seeing you in my final and 3rd episode. You guys be blessed.